No, what I think is that if you don't understand the discipline that comes with um, living your life by like a principle like commitment, you don't have a chance at love because commitment keeps you from giving up when you should. And every part of your being says, I should give up, I should quit, I should give up, like this is too hard, this is ridiculous, blah blah blah. And and according to me and my belief system, love is greater than we are. And so without commitment, you don't have an opportunity to move into the realm of love. Because what I've experienced with my wife
Yeah.
is it is totally unreasonable to love somebody. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. You can't explain it. They try to in all kinds of different ways, but when love is the only thing that will keep things together, most people choose something else. They choose negotiation, they choose conversation, they choose explanation, they choose all kinds of things. And there comes a time, and there has come times when you just got to quit talking about it and love each other because that other person is that other person,
Yeah.
and that is all there is to them. That's all there is to them. And me too, by the way. There's been times I have done things being married uh, in my life, and there's no reason. I don't deserve to be forgiven. I haven't earned it. There's no restitution to be paid. And somehow my wife finds a way to get up another day and do whatever it is we do that we call being married, and we do it again. And the other way around too. There's been times that she has done the unspeakable, just unexplainable, bizarre thing that that there's no amount of dialogue, no amount of even make believe forgiveness. Oh yes, because there's a certain arrogance to like I'm gonna forgive you
Yeah.
that is way closer to God than I am.
Right.
That is necessary. And so all you do is you try to in those times is you try to just make another step a little closer to love. And you don't really know if you made it, but you try. And maybe 5 or 8 years after that, you may realize that you made it another step or two. You may not have, but at least you think you might have. And there's all this information that's going around these days with and in my more comedic sense is like I always like to make fun of like the Dr. Phil Oprah relationship mentality where they think that all these little tricks and psychotherapeutic things are some part of this stuff. It's there's just a spirit to it that they can't touch it, and they're just you can't make TV shows on it. You just got to keep living,
Yeah.
and you got to keep going, and you have to be committed to it, and that means no matter what.
Yeah.
That means no matter what. You can't explain sitting having your partner sitting there in a bed after cancer surgery, day in and day out, wanting to die, not wanting to eat, blah blah blah, sutures and gauze and blah blah blah. How do you explain that? How do you explain, you know, seeing your partner come out of open heart surgery with stitches and gasping, when the anesthesia wears off and all that stuff. How do you explain what that is in a, you know, he cussed at me or she spent the dog money on fingernails or what do you, I mean, how do you, where's the argument? It's like you get, a relationship has so much more in it in time than this negotiation over like who crashed the car and how are we going to pay the insurance and all that all of that stuff never addresses. Never.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what that is. They don't even have words for those feelings. When you see, you know, your child, you know, in a hospital bed, injured, they don't have words for that. And so you hope that is love.
Yeah.
You hope that's love, and that's not like this feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not sitting there going, this feels good.
Huh.
And their explanation is there's a concussion and we have to do more testing. And the feeling you have is love. And you can't do anything with it.
Huh.
That doesn't make good television.
Right.
And so a lot of the herd grabs a hold of these other things and tries to make life sound more interesting than that.
Yeah.
And it's actually, that's what life is.